You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure? Kids?
I had a visitor. So did Jackie's brother Michael in prison the other day.
Who?
Lamar Addison owns a chain of car dealerships up in New York. Michael said he had a lot of questions about Jackie, about the kids.
Well, who's he to Jackie?
Her father.
Ooh, that's Rocky Carroll alongside Mark Harmon on NCIS, the #1 drama on TV. The CBS series is now in its 11th season, and Rocky plays NCI director Leon Vance. Good morning, director.
Well, good morning to you. Good morning.
Great to have you here. I mean, NCIS, it's so successful. I think it's the 250th episode you guys just celebrated.
That's true.
And now it's expanding. What do you think makes it so successful?
I have a couple of theories. I don't know how accurate they are, because if they were really accurate, I'd try to bottle it and sell it online. But it's an incredible story, and especially for a series that sort of picked up momentum halfway into, after 5 or 6 seasons, the show became even more popular.
Yeah.
A lot of people tell me they sort of stumbled upon the show because you can watch it in syndication. It's on USA. Somebody's home with the flu and they watch 13 episodes back to back, and suddenly they get hooked on it.
Right.
But I also think that there's when you have a star like Mark Harmon, who plays the lead on the show, who has such a great everyman presence, and he's been a part of TV culture for so long.
Well, you guys go way back. You were on
Yeah.
Chicago Hope together.
Chicago Hope together,
That's
yeah.
great,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I think people feel very comfortable inviting him into the living room every Tuesday night. So that's a very big part of the success.
You've been on this show for like over 140 episodes now. I mean, you describe it as like being on this giant hovercraft.
Just a big old hovercraft that spans the globe.
It's huge and monstrous, but must have been a great ride.
It's an incredible ride. I mean, you never know when the show starts out how many seasons you're going to have. And so when I joined the show at the end of season 5, in this day and age, there are hit series that only run 5 seasons or 6 seasons.
If they're lucky, yeah.
If they're lucky. So I didn't know how much gas was going to be left in the tank when I joined in season 5, and we've now been picked up for our 12th season. So we're still going.
I love that a lot of actors sometimes get the opportunity to meet with a real person who they're acting, right? So you met with a real director of the U.S. Naval Criminal Investigation. What surprised you when you met him?
How laid back and how easygoing. I guess I always had this image of everybody sort of being on full tactical alert when you walk into an NCIS station, and that there was, at any moment, at the drop of a hat, there could be this case of national security. But we had lunch. I'm sitting in the waiting room and I'm thinking he's in the meeting with leaders of the Italian Navy. So I'll just sit outside and wait until the meeting's over. He actually brought me in and I got to sit at the conference table. So I'm thinking there must not be anything being discussed of national security right now, because they have me sitting in here. So it was very friendly, very laid back. The thing that really sticks out with me whenever I meet people involved with the real NCIS is how proud they are of the show, because it's given them an identity. It's given them more of an identity.
Right.
People didn't know what NCIS stood for.
They didn't.
Recruiting has gone up in the NCIS, in the real NCIS. So they're very positive about what the show has done. And Mark Harmon always says that the star of the show is the agency itself.
That's very cool. Yeah. You started out as a stage actor. I mean, that's really where your love was. I love what you said when you described theater as a collaborative art and Hollywood as a competitive sport.
Yeah, I did. I can't believe I must have been later in the day when I said that, 'cause I can't imagine having said that early in the morning. But yeah, and I've been very, very lucky in the competitive sport that I've been able to work with and collaborate with people like Mark Harmon, and it's so rare that you get a chance to do one hit show, or and having been a part of Chicago Hope, and then Mark and I joining up again on this show. It's just been an incredible ride.
Anyway, I understand it was a teacher who directed you to performing arts school early on and during school.
I was really lucky. I grew up, born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio, and right around in the mid-'70s, there was a performing arts school that was established Fortunately, it was walking distance from my house, and my local elementary school that I went to. My art teacher, Mr. Harris at the time, suggested that I audition for this school. He said, because with your personality, if you stay at this school, you're probably going to spend more time in the principal's office than anywhere else. At least at that school, they cater to people like you.
Wow,
Yeah.
Rocky Carroll, so great to have you here. Thank you so much. And you can catch a new episode of NCIS tonight at 8, 7 Central right here on CBS.